locations.
I hope मेरे से अच्छा करो भाई. Badal Swai bhai, thank you for the 100.
They do need to get on towards El Pozo and probably get a
Love you, bro.
little bit
Thank you so much for the
Yeah, I thought that's exactly
Thank you so much.
heading straight in that direction. But now look at that, look at the player cam there. You see that? That gyro just tapping away with that mini.
All is well, Chita. Let's go,
Making
Venkatesh.
some great shots downrange, trying to catch Alpha 7 off, but it looks like they are going to be able to get away. So now Aura are still here, and this
You have to come in what rank? Top 5 for the grand
finals.
finals.
Such a strong start.
अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ bro, कल और 6 matches.
It just gives you so much more.
Match number 6, last match.
Your way with the lobby of
Oh, let's go.
Maybe
Please,
not
Southern
even
Shift,
the
please.
best play, you know, but just you can.
Come on, boys.
You can afford
Southern
to make
Shift, please.
mistakes.
Zone. Come on, यार. एक match तो favor दे दे.
Next zone about to pop. Let's see where it decides to go.
Ooh, okay.
The yoink all the way down south. Nongshim Red Force said, "Thank you very much."
Vitality?
We'll take that. Vitality said, "Muchos gracias." I am very, very
Godlike
happy
says,
about
"Muchos
that one as well,
gracias, come
as
to
they're
me."
Coming all the way up from Los Leones.
You.
That is how you do it. Wow.
I mean, that is actually a really big shift for
Come on,
Vitality.
boys.
They are
Golden
going to
chance,
be
let's
kept
go.
safe from a lot of the teams descending from that north side. The bit that you have to worry about a little bit is sweeps from the west, right? So, for instance, Alpha 7, Yangon Galacticos, maybe even Horror could rotate around that west side
Golden
and
chance.
try and cut in beneath them, but they have Los Leones to try and buffer any pushes coming from that east side. They might just want to get a little bit more central with it, but yeah, I think for Vitality, this is great news, and they're guaranteeing themselves probably at least a 4-point game here.
That's
I think,
right.
which is pretty nice, pretty nice. 12 points for them would be needed to get to 100, break that century in a single day, which would be monumental. A real record breaker of a day. Woo. With the arena kicking us off with a huge match on Rondo and Vitality. Saying,
Split ले रखा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं bro. Second stage है. Split ले सकते हैं.
Let's make some moves here. What a crazy
कोई problem
day
नहीं है भाई,
here.
split ले सकते हैं.
Let's look at this though. It's Hyunbin, the man, the myth, the legend, all by himself. He's got the DBS. He's got the stairs.
Oh,
but
no.
he has to jump.
Oh,
He
बाप रे.
hits the headshot and thirst. Oh, but
आ
he
गया,
gets
backup
popped
भी आ
in the
गया.
back on his way out. But hey, he said, I'm not
But डब्बा
going
डल गया.
down
Backup
without
थोड़ा
taking
थोड़ा
something
इधर
with
उधर
me."
होगा.
hey, that
लेते
looks
गया अभी को.
real pretty. You know, he saw that nade coming in, he was like, well, guess I gotta do it to him.
Yep.
Hops straight out, immediately puts him in the grave. The flush comes through. Knocks your red
Backup
Force.
आया था, थोड़ा
I
late हो
kind
गया.
of like this decision to disengage. You don't need to commit. They have the buildings.
Yeah.
They have that defense. You've already lost your player. There's nothing for you there anymore.
Hey, just a quick little handshake. Just said, all right, hey, you know what?
1 for 1.
1 for 1. Good job. See you later. All right.
Ooh, he's got the MG3. Look at that.
Ooh.
XZY.
He'll take that.
Don't want to risk it.
No, you don't. That's for sure. Man, it's so crazy that we see the plays that are happening out here as ETSH getting a run over. Players getting taken out on rotation. And I wonder if Team Vitality are going to get blessed here towards the end. Pass up 4 thrives, 2 crazy days in just 1 single day of matches. That is
Run
a
छोड़
huge
रहा है
thank
जी
you.
महाराज. Thank you for the 200 euro. Means a lot.
Thank you in
I
Indonesian.
hope मैंने गलत
It
pronounce नहीं किया. I'm really sorry if I did.
Right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we were learning it. Well,
वाराणसी आओ तुम्हारा भाई सौरभ. क्या बात है? डन है मेरी जान.
Say that's what they want to be saying towards the end. And right now on the southeast side, they've got a
इस जोन के
really
बाद शिफ्ट
good
split नहीं
spot
चाहिए.
on the west
इस जोन के
border
बाद
of
split नहीं
Los
चाहिए
Leones.
क्योंकि भाग भगा के आएंगे.
Potentially hold this one out. I'm slightly worried about some of the buildings further out to their east. They might be vulnerable to that.
अबे क्या split है? Normal split है. तुम क्या इतना split कर रहे थे? बहुत अच्छी position है.
Definitely more chaotic. But it looks like that's where we're going. Okay, so Vitality, they get the circle
अब मान्या पे
once, and
आएंगे
then it takes
regroup
it back.
करके या अभी भी रख रहे
Said, you know what? Okay, we'll get a little
आ
close
रहे,
to you,
मान्या
but
पे
you
आ रहे.
gotta still work for this one.
अब
Here,
मान्या
if you
पे.
wanna
Power
etch
को
your
भी चले
name
जाना
into
चाहिए.
PUBG Mobile history even further. But you know, the one thing that happens when you have such a crazy
रख रहे, अभी
performance
भी
like
रख रहे.
this,
आगे
it
regroup कर.
really kind of puts
Second
a
stage के
lot
हिसाब
of
से बराबर split था बे. तुम लोग
expectations
तो
on
इतना
your
split
shoulder, right?
कर रहे थे.
So,
बराबर था.
we hopefully will see Team Vitality.
Let's go,
keep
Ganpati
this
Bappa Moria.
same
Let's go, bhai.
energy,
Center of the zone abhi.
Not just
Proper
going
four
into
man hai.
tomorrow, but also going into the finals here. But who else is going to make it into the finals? That is the question. Wolves are saying, you know what? We don't want to get eliminated right here. They've pushed themselves up from the bottom to at least 11th place. That is a much more
Drip Sharma, thank you for the 20 Canadian dollars, means a lot.
Love to rocket launch themselves at least into that top 5.
Harshal bhai,
And
thank you
it's
for the 200.
possible.
Big shout out to you, meri jaan.
Top 5 from all the way down to 11th place. That's only what 9-point difference. That's pretty wild. So these leaderboards can definitely shake up here on that bottom mid-pack area. But Elementrix is forced to hit the laydown. gonna try and edge it out here. Baton jumps on out the vehicle. He's hits the shimmies. He's dodging these shots. He's moving back and forth. Sky now starting to get some return fire on him, and he goes down.
He's burning him with the Disco Inferno there, dancing around those bullets. And there is nothing you can do about it. Sleepy will be on the chopping block there as well, and he will be put to bed. No fear of not living up to that name as he's turning tail and fleeing from the sight of that pack of wolves.
चलो 10 मिनिमम पॉइंट चाहिए मैच से चिकन आ गया तो मजे आ जाएंगे.
They were doing that dancing with wolves right there. We like to see that. But now we're going to see Alpha 7 getting mighty close to S2G. Carrillo ends up getting popped out the vehicle by Hemsuji. Guazao tries to get in the building, but S2G has a set play for them. Alpha 7 falling apart here. That's Rebel.
Yeah, just saying A7
it's
वो नहीं है
just obscure.
जो अपन
Last
देखते
one
थे
up for
पहले.
A7. If we're going to see them in the finals, they're going to most likely have to make it happen
पहले
tomorrow.
कैसा खेलती थी
Something
A7
happened to
वहाँ
Alpha
का
7 on this drop.
चैंपियन बने AWC के लोग. उसके बाद से ये लोग डाउन हो गए रे पूरा.
Didn't seem to have much loot.
71 GS का IGL रवि किशन.
For ages. Now they've slammed
अरे भाई
into
अमन भाई ताकि 200 ऐसा मत बोलो भाई.
Noses on the brick wall.
ऐसा सब मत बोलो.
Yeah, obscure. Trying to have to skirt through the alleyways around them, but now the wolves are going to have firing lines onto him, and I don't think he's going to make it. The NA squad will be the ones.
क्या लग रहा है Vitality 100 पॉइंट्स पहुंचेगी? स्नाइपर चला रहा है भाई. वो स्नाइपर से नॉक दिया.
Problems of their own over towards the south side.
हेवी डाउन फॉल होगा. PMGC के भी तो चैंपियन थे लोग.
Now over towards the
PMGC
rest
के
of
चैंप
the
के
circle.
बाद
Things
से
are
लोग डाउन हो
a
गए
little bit
पूरा.
more disparate now, a little bit more settled.
ये माफियोso चाहिए गैंड को
Slightly worried
वापस.
in the south edge. I think Dopeness and
GC चैंपियन भी थे हाँ ना.
Vitality is the engagement that's the
PMGC के
closest
बाद
to maybe happening, but even then they're sat across the road from each other. Next circle, far less dramatic than the last two.
Far less dramatic than this whole dang day, dude. These zones have been
Let's go.
toxic, and then finally it's just like, all right,
let's go,
time to
boys.
Relax, okay? Good old central
Direct
zones
slam तो
here.
कोई S2G मार रही क्या?
Finally
नहीं.
starting to play as
Direct slam तो impossible है.
Red Force are dead center of this one.
End zone जाना है boy.
Good game. Young and Galacticos are going to be holding
मुझे B group ज़्यादा strong लग रहा है गन पावर के हिसाब से. गन पावर के हिसाब से बहुत aggressive खेल रही है टीम इसमें.
And then really letting off the gas here towards the end of the day. Can they pick it back up? That's the question. Take a look at this replay here. Lupa! Bang! That's what I like to see.
Beautiful. Scrubs him out of the game with a nice little headshot from Lufa.
Good shot.
Needs to pick that
ये
one
game
back
convert
up.
करना है guys.
And you're right, we are seeing these snipers a lot more, and I for one, I'm here
Tian
for
बाके
it.
settle हो गई.
Unfortunately, the Winchester
दो का
doesn't seem
split.
to be amongst them, despite sounding the coolest.
ये game convert करना है लड़कों अपने को.
The game. Tianba, they are trying to find a little slice near to Godlike. And Eagle wants to suppress the angle too.
Tian बाका एक नॉक हो गया.
But that's going to be made all the
डब्बा
harder.
तक है. चलो Tian बा 3 man. Kill ले ले admin अगर दिख रहा है तो.
Road to the east. In comes S2G as well from that northwest side.
गाड़ी से गिर के नॉक हो गए.
But Ida finding those shots. Camino.
2 man Tian बा. Let's go.
One more knock.
Tian बा 2 man अपने सामने.
Isolating them just to the longhouse now.
और एक नॉक लगा लास्ट टाइम Tian बा का नीड डाल admin को अच्छा नीड डाल दे.
Shots ringing all over the place. The Wolves are starting to beat up. That's QZZ getting knocked by Tian, but there's fights happening everywhere. Eagle's going to go ahead and try to pick him up. Looks like he should be able to get that res. Meanwhile, the other side, Telemetrics fighting it up with TT Project, tries to get the shots through the window and gets denied. TT Project finally started to put some points on the board. They were in the bottom 3, now in 12th place. Feeling a little bit more comfortable here, but they still got a long way to go.
There is still a lot of distance left on the track.
अरे किल लेना यार हमारे यार रेंज पे आ रहा है प्लीज मार मार मीनो.
Pretty decent split on this compound.
मीनो
Jukes.
प्लीज
This is
लेफ्ट
going to
देख
be
ले
a
मीनो.
tough position
वो
to
नीचे
try
रिच के
and
नीचे
get
लेट रहा
across
है.
towards, especially with
ऊपर रिच
Vitality
के अपने
holding
पीओवी
out on
में
the
वो
east
रेंग
side.
रहा है या
The
रिच के
south
नीचे
approach
रेंग
is
रहा है वो.
currently stymied by
रोड के
all
साइड.
of these teams trying to leave from
यार
Chumasela.
देख
It
लो यार
makes that
लड़कों
ground
की.
pretty difficult to move
मीनो
around.
लेफ्ट में
Not
देख
to
ले.
mention Nongshim Red Force
मीनो
taking
यार
that
एक बार लेफ्ट
compound
में
that
देख ले. वो रेंग रहा है इनके
overlooks
सामने ही
the
रेंग
approach.
रहा
So
है
for
यार.
now, Godlike
और सामने
are
देख
big
मीनो यार.
Big chilling right now. 7th place, 27
बे सामने आके भरा भी.
A good win here will have them definitely kicking back and relaxing.
डिप के वो साइड था या ये साइड था? मैं स्पेक्टेट में समझ में नहीं आया.
Would if they didn't.
वो साइड था क्या?
Really, really relying on that first game.
नीचे के साइड था ना. अच्छा.
39 points.
स्पेक्टेट में ऐसा लग रहा था अपने सामने मारा है.
For the others not being able to replicate even close to that kind of
मेरे को भी लगा कि
success.
नीचे के साइड है वो.
So they're still in 3rd place with 58. That's a great start, but teams are starting to catch up to them.
समझ रहे हो एक एक किल कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है भी अपने को.
Lufa's got that car 98. Come on, show it to me one more time. One more snipe.
That's all you want to see. That's all you want to see.
इनको स्नाइपर देखना है, हमको हमारा चिकन देखना
है.
है.
The crowd start chanting, right? One more snipe. One more. Now that's
K9.
Yes.
Let's get it done. Heading in to send the bite to be as big as the bark on that. We've seen it a couple times. Maybe we'll be treated to it a couple more. But again, our team's now just waiting the next 5 seconds to find out where the next zone will be. Where is it going to go? It settles out to the east. This is right on the crossroads.
Ganpati Bappa, please, ये game chicken. Bappa, please, Bappa, please, yaar.
Trying to put pressure on, but Hustler Crew don't need to get close just yet.
Please, yaar.
It's the teams from Shumasela.
Please, come on, Godlike.
It's
Come on, boys.
TT Project,
Come on, boys.
and Yangon
This is the
Galacticos.
game to
All of these
convert
four
it to
teams
the
are gonna
top
have to
5,
figure
man.
out who's going to get the
ये
chance to
game
try
अपने
and
top
move
5 लेके
into the
आएगा
Mincer
यार. Please,
in a
यार,
minute.
boys.
And it's going to be a
Please,
tough one,
boys.
that's for sure. Yeah,
पूरा
Mincer's the
दिन
right
zone
word,
साथ नहीं दिया, एक
because
match
we're
साथ
gonna
दिया,
see
इसको
some
convert
teams
कर दो
get
यार.
shredded, trying to just find any kind
बे
of spot
सामने
in
मारा
this big
chat.
circle. There is that little
सामने
hillside
मारा वो
that
पेटी
they're
बे.
gonna have to go to, but
सामने
whoever takes
मारा
that
यार.
first is gonna get shot at from every single
पता नहीं, इधर info नहीं दी ना.
Godlike trying to find some cheeky little shots.
सामने मारा रे. Dip के वो side नहीं था, इधर ही सामने मारा.
QZZ from
Yeah.
Siamba, very happy to just share this real estate right now. They're dead center of the zone. They're saying, hey, Godlike, y'all are good. Look over there. We'll look over here, okay? And then once we get to the end game, we'll battle it out.
Absolutely. Happy to play
We're
in the
total
shadow.
full squad, by the way. Yeah.
Happy to play in the
Don't
shadow
push us.
of the bigger tree that is Godlike right now.
That's right.
They are cooling off in the shade for the time being after having taken some pretty heavy casualties.
Fight in the shade.
Yangon Galacticos on the
Come on,
western
boy.
side. This is that western side difficult scenario that I was worried about. The arena, they were already down to 2 players alive, and Yangon Galacticos puts them 1 further out of the money. That's going to get flushed away, but mana is down. Low HP on Smile, a little bit diminished. Can TT Project make anything happen? Because they are the ones to deal the final
अपने
blow
में direct
towards
slam
the
नहीं आने वाला.
arena, ending their day on 58 points.
Second
Direct slam
and
नहीं आने
third
वाला.
place are gone. That is a huge, huge thing for this lobby.
Yeah, अच्छी बात है.
Down 1. S2G is still in the mix though here. Meanwhile, TT
First और
Project,
second और third वाली team मर गई, वो अच्छी बात है.
back and forth.
ज़्यादा lead बना ले रहे थे वरना.
Gonna have to make a play here. Is
है ना, कुछ ज़्यादा lead बना
and
रहे थे.
Smile up for his team, throwing out some nades. That actually did a
चलो
little bit
guys,
of
lock
damage
in.
here, but now here comes S2G. They heard this fight happening. They want a piece of this action. They are starting to get peppered though from other teams. That's gonna be Nongshim Red Force. Ooh, Kamikaze trying to find a little bit of coverage by that hill, and he does find it.
I like this. I like this from S2G. They've read this fight is going to get a little bit stuck, and they're moving ahead of it. Instead of trying to get stuck straight in, they're prioritizing zone. They know that Nongshim have great oversight on
Direct slam तो नहीं आ रहा है अपने पे.
third party from. So instead of going for the third party,
जो
on
भी
the
अपने
Yangon
सामने
TT
अपने compound
fight,
जहाँ पे है ना, उसके
they are
exact
gonna
सामने
go
एक ridge
instead
है.
and put pressure on towards that
वो ridge पे
Nongshim
जो भी
position,
आएगा,
but maybe they should have had their eyes
उनसे
set
अपना
over
proper
TT
4v4 होने वाला है
Project.
end zone.
They are stepping over these hills. They are
अपन
going to
top
step
3 आ रहे
towards Hamzy,
पक्का.
and they're going to take it
अपन
down too.
end zone खेल रहे हैं मैच में. End zone लड़ेंगे अपन. End zone में अपने ridge के सामने जो भी आएगा उनसे fight है अपनी. TN by 2 man तो मार देंगे अपन.
Meanwhile, Yangon Galacticos with 3 players up, gonna try to find any space here. They're gonna be driving right in between these 2 squads, but Nongshim Red Force was just waiting for them to start making that push.
Yeah, S2G after losing a player sent straight ahead and tried to get further into the zone. I feel like it's probably a good
Problem ये है ना, अपन ज़्यादा kills भी नहीं निकाल रहे थे. और TN पे कुछ आइडिया का. इनका kill लो.
They are cooking something awful. Ida
Got like
trying
nades.
to step forwards now. They've crashed
Nades.
onto the Chiamba position. The Shadow no longer the danger-free location it once was, but another duo will
अपन नहीं
take
कर
up
पा
the
रहे ना, बहुत दूर है
mantle,
यार.
and both in purple.
अब ईडा 2 man आ गए इधर.
That's QZZ
TN बाके
getting
दो मार के
eliminated
ईडा.
there. Tianba just
मतलब ये अपन
not
जिस
able
location
to
पे है ना,
do
वहाँ से ना
what
अपने
was expected
जहाँ पे
of
भी
them
teams है
at
ना,
the
वो
stage
अपने लिए
start of
aim
game
पे नहीं
1,
है.
but it's
अपने
kinda
vision
hard
में
to do
नहीं
when
है.
you got some squads going
इसके लिए अपन कुछ ज़्यादा
absolutely
gunfire
insane.
मार के या
Nongshim Red Force had the
kills
high
उठा नहीं पा रहे
ground
अपन.
at the edge of the
जिस
circle.
position
They're
पे
not
वहाँ
gonna
से
hold this
ये
position
सारी
for
team
much
कुछ भी
longer,
visible
but
नहीं
they
है
can
अपने लिए.
definitely get some serious eliminations here. Oh, almost catching lost on the way to that tree, but he is able to find that little piece of coverage. Meanwhile, Romeo catching TG Project. Yangon Galacticos getting peppered. Zarek getting shot in his back. Fights going in all over the place here. Nongshim Red Force looking to clean this up.
Yeah, 3 players now alive as Hyunbin does go down for Nongshim Red Force. TT Project full. They were able to do a lot of work into this last game though today. They got 9 eliminations there, pushed themselves up into 12th place. They should be happy with the performance they were able to find in the fighting from Pmwc. But now it's Nongshim to try and solidify themselves.
अपने कंपोर्ट पे मान्या मारा नाइस नेट से नॉक मारा W मान्या कम ऑन
beneath them. If they go down,
2 मैंने बचे
have a door flung wide open.
ईडा वाले अगर तुम लोग किल लिए ना मां का बददुआ दे दूंगा किल चोरी मत करना ईडा वाले
and that's the 5th place team now out. So Nongshim Red Force, Vitality still in the mix when it comes to the top 5
boys, they kill
teams.
slow, boys.
This is again a
boys,
big opportunity for squads,
Important
especially like S2G,
boys,
to make something happen. And they got some good sight lines here.
I think this is a big opportunity for Godlike as well, right? On this position, they have got all
power,
4 of their players.
power.
Etch is currently putting pressure on. Not too many other teams are going to be pushing towards this compound. Could potentially third party from Hustler Crew. But Etch making this
power kill feed पड़ा रहेगा 100% पता चल गया होगा kill feed देख
They've got a
क्योंकि मान्या ने नॉक करा same team number power तेरे को पता है
compound is going to be so difficult. The question is how many points are Godlike going to get for this hole, because if Nongshim just
प्यारा नेट मान्या एक अच्छा नेट
Yeah, let's see.
अरे कॉर्नर में पिंड है यार रिवाइव दे दिया और अच्छी नीड है
How many eliminations are they going to get? They're going to
और एक जगह पिंड है वो पावर एक अच्छा नेड है मीनो
S Power, he's got that nade. He's cooking it. Actually, no, he's just holding on to it.
यार तीनों एक ही जगह पिंड है ब्रो
Waiting to see the approach from ETSH.
तुम लोग को पता नहीं ना हिल पे बंदे नहीं इसके लिए वो लोग ज्यादा कमिट नहीं करना चाह रहे क्योंकि राइट हिल पे बंदे हैं नहीं उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन है नहीं
The chance of them getting third party is pretty high.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised to see.
नहीं मेन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो राइट हिल पे बंदे हैं नहीं उसको उनको इन्फो नहीं है.
Pretty high. I feel like a full squad third partying this is probably fairly unlikely. I mean, the most likely is Hustler Crew, but either are playing as a duo. Do they want to leave that longhouse? Probably not. I think it might just be a straight up back to back fight.
घर के अंदर आने मत दो यार.
Having their attention diverted, S2G now, it's go time for Etch.
Lovely block,
nice Molotov to place to cut the cross, but Etch pushed straight on through, and speed is there.
मीनो ने पावर को नॉक कर दिया.
Nice. They blast to a part of the seams, and Godlike hold their nerve.
तुम लोग हार्ट अटैक
goes crazy. Godlike fans getting nice and hyped up for that one as they get the eliminations and keep all 4 players.
भाई तुम लोग यार हार्ट अटैक दोगे क्या भाई
Where was
यार?
the third party? Not there.
Heart
Hustler Crew
attack
not in a
दोगे क्या
position
भाई?
to go for it. Ida not going. Nongshim Red Force in the meantime took down S2G, by the way, who do end this match currently in 5th place.
मीनो ने पावर को नेट से नॉक किया बट बाद में मीनो ने एक अच्छा नेट डाला 2 नॉक करा.
The difficulty
और हार्ट अटैक दे दिया 100 में भी W में.
Get towards the crossroads.
100 में W में आखिरी बंदा मार दिया जलते मां कसम.
Put your team ready for this chicken dinner. Problem is you still got Team Vitality up on top of the leaderboards and they are still in the mix. As we look at Godlike, 4 eliminations, they are there. Dopeness are still here, and that's a team that definitely could use these points.
चलो 4 पॉइंट आ गए. टॉप 7 में आ गए. चिकन मारेंगे टॉप 5 सीधा. चिकन मारेंगे सीधा टॉप 5.
There's not a lot of spots left to take. The only way to really make this
ईडा के 2 बंदे मारो मस्त जगह मिल जाएगी.
You're going to have to make a push.
HC से बच के रहना है.
Have to get it done the hard way.
HC से बच के रहना है लड़कों. ईडा के 2 मैन है.
The reason Dopeness can't push up the roadside there out to their west is because of Nongshim Red Force and 721.
मीनो 3 किल क्या बात है मीनो?
Those 2 teams have the angle to control the roadside. If that fight goes poorly,
अपना गेम है बॉयज, अपना गेम है, अपना चिकन है. टॉप 5 आ जाएंगे सीधा लड़कों.
If you're going to get a pick on the Razy, that's also
boys, जितने भी लोग देखे, make sure you like and subscribe. गणपति बप्पा मोरे, let's go.
With the car 98, making it happen in the end game. I love to see it. Nongshim Red Force looking to possibly get their 3rd chicken dinner on the day. That would be huge for them. Tizzy having to make a play though. Here comes 721GS with the buggy. He's got the shotgun. S12K popped through the smoke. It's not good enough. So Easy's gonna have to support him. He hits 1. Can he get another? He's getting the thirst. Nongshim Red Force doing a great job of stiff arming this team.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. Tizzy does go down, but he does enough damage to make it difficult. But now Malik has found a pick onto the off angle, and Nongshim Red Force are going to go low. This is the scenario that I was thinking about.
Vitality भी 4 man जिंदा है.
West because that fight has gone.
Problem है Vitality भी साला 4 man जिंदा है.
On the western edge, there's no longer.
अपन ईडा पे जब चढ़ेंगे ना ये HC वाली बीटी ना दे.
Nongshim Red Force finally eliminate that threat behind them. They have their back against the wall now. Now it's time to look forward and soak up some of these eliminations. But like you mentioned, Dopeness utilizing their time, pushing up, but they gotta battle the tight.
मुकॉल बना के ईडा पे जाना है. ईडा को 4v2 निकालना है अपने को. HC वालों से बच के जाना है. अरे बाप रे बाप क्या गिरा है भाई.
as they go straight into the jaws.
ईडा पे जब अपन पुश करेंगे ना, एचसी से बच के करना है बस, अच्छे से स्मोक बॉल बना के 4v2 क्लीन निकालना है, कोई भी कैजुअलिटी नहीं ले सकता अपन, कोई भी मैन लॉस नहीं लेना है, 4 मैन रहेंगे अपन लॉन्ग हाउस पे खेलेंगे अपना चिकन डिनर। ईडा के अगेंस्ट हम लोग को एक भी मैन कैजुअलिटी नहीं लेना है। कम ऑन, एंगेज कर रहे हैं अपन। मीनो ऑलरेडी पहुंच गया, 2 मैन है बॉयज, कम ऑन यू गाइस गॉट दिस। क्रॉस कर लो, स्मोक बॉल बना के प्यारा, एचसी के बंदे नॉक हो रहे, एचसी का कोई अपने को नहीं देख रहा, क्रॉस कर लो, डब्ल्यू क्रॉस कर लो, क्रॉस कर लो, कम ऑन 4v2 बॉयज, चल मार पावर, चल लड़को 4v2 4v2 बॉयज, आराम से 4v2 एनेट कर रहा है लड़का, 4v2 है लड़को, जितना जल्दी क्लियर करेंगे अपना उतने लिए अपना अपने बेटर है, जल्दी क्लियर करना है, कम ऑन।
right back for now. It's them versus Ida though. Oh yeah, S Power getting knocked. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult.
आराम से रैप करने की घाई नहीं, रैप करने की घाई नहीं है, अब रैप दे दे, सेव रैप है, आराम से बॉयज जल्दी करना पड़ेगा। Come on boys, come on, चल मीनो, एक अच्छा नीड करते हैं मीनो, चल मीनो, क्रॉसफायर बना के रखे वो लोग, क्लोज है,
is vicious. It is brutal. A second one
अरे
into the
यार
mix.
लास्ट 1v1 बचा है यार, वाइटैलिटी भी आ गई,
Down goes one for Ida, but Darkin's dead.
मार दिया उसने,
Over the top they roll.
इन्होंने मार दिया बट यार
They do the unthinkable.
वाइटैलिटी आ गई,
pushing Godlike at the perfect time, and it's Godlike going down. It's Vitality versus No Chip. Red Force, a great performance on the side of Godlike.
बहुत टाइम ले लिया यार, बहुत टाइम ले लिया, बहुत
from these two teams.
बहुत टाइम ले लिया, चोक कर दिया अपन चोक कर दिया यार भाई, गंदा चोक कर दिया यार ये फाइट, बहुत टाइम ले लिया,
There's one. Let's put the 11th on the
चोक
board.
करे यार,
Look
ये वाला
at
चोक
easy. Is it a self-denial? It might be.
क्या
Get the
इनको
double
फाइनल
digits
भेजो भाई
on the
वाइटैलिटी
end
को,
and burn yourself down to the ground because Vitality live on top of the table.
यार बहुत टाइम दे दिए रे, बहुत टाइम दे दिया, बहुत टाइम दे दिया, अपना चिकन था रे पब्लिक, टॉप 5 आगे बात सही है बट नहीं रे, अपना गेम था रे, चिकन ने एटलीस्ट सेकंड तो आ जाते रे, अपना गेम था यार, मतलब मैं क्या बोलूं यार, अपन चोक किए रे, बहुत टाइम दे दिए ब्रो, देखो ना 4v2 था अपन यार, बहुत टाइम दे दिया, पता था मेरे को कोई ना वाइटैलिटी आएगी थर्ड पार्टी के लिए,